So now today we'll see a new feature which is most important in every real-time implementation, that is Web2 lead or online leads. So Web2 lead is a common requirement in every Salesforce implementation. Without this feature, we don't have any project as of now. So it's the most important feature. It's a very easy feature also. Now, so what exactly the Web2 lead feature generally here? What is the use? How to configure the Web2 lead feature in Salesforce? And then how can we capture the lead records through online? And upon capturing the lead record through online, what are the various limitations are available as part of this Web2 lead feature? We'll see practically. And how can we test it? We'll see practically also. Okay, next. Now, after that, we are going to discuss about one more feature, email to case. How to create the case records through by sending some email notifications also. Okay, both the features we'll see practically today here. Now, so first we'll see the Web2 lead. Now tell me, what do you mean by a lead basically? Okay, lead in the sense a person or an organization or a business who just showed interest in your product or service. Whenever you are promoting your organization products by using the various marketing channels, at that time, few people are showing interest. Few people are showing interest to buy your products. Few organizations may be showing interest to buy your products. Few businesses may be showing interest to buy your products. Those people are called as leads. So lead in the sense, lead is nothing but a person or an organization or a business who just showed interest in your product or service. In this case, how can we capture the lead records? In order to capture the lead records, we have to use the marketing channels. Okay, we are using marketing channels. We have so many marketing channels are available in order to capture the lead records. Like we can conduct some campaigns, we can conduct some stalls, or we can go with TV advertisements, theater advertisements, posters, banners, hoardings, and then digital marketing, email marketing, telemarketing, trade shows, events, free samples. So many mechanisms are available, so many channels are available through which we can able to promote our organization products or services. Now, so now whenever you are conducting the campaigns, okay, during that campaign, some people will visit your campaign and they are going to be collecting the required details, and then you are collecting those people's information. So that the sales team will contact those leads and they will follow up with the lead people with the multiple times also if required, and then finally they will be converting the lead as our customers. So during that lead conversion concept already we have discussed about this. Okay, now in this case, whenever we are going to be capturing the lead records, only these channels to be used, or do we have any channel in order to capture the lead records? Any other channels? Any other mechanisms to capture the lead records? No. So in this case, for example, come to a scenario. Yesterday, I was out of station. For example, yesterday, I was out of station because of some personal emergency. So yesterday, in the morning at 9 o'clock, Dell people has conducted a campaign beside our institute regarding the latest model of products. There, they are going to be giving the information, they are offering some 20% discounts on their products. Okay? They are offering some 20% discounts on their products here. I haven't visited that campaign because yesterday I was out of station. So one of my friend has visited the campaign, or somebody told me yesterday beside our institute, Dell people has conducted a small campaign. There they have informed us that they are going to be offering 20% discounts on the latest model of products. Today morning I came to that Hyderabad. When I came to the institute, somebody told me here yesterday Dell people has conducted the campaign. I am also interested to buy that product. I am in the plan to buy a product. It's a chance for me that I can able to save some money because they're offering some 20% discount. Yesterday, my friend has given his details, okay, during the visiting that campaign here. But I was not there. I was out of station yesterday. Today only I came to know this information. Then how can I show my interest also? Today, Dell people are not conducting any campaign here. Yesterday only they have conducted the campaign. But today, how can I show my interest? What we can do? In this case here, no need to visit any campaign, no need to visit any stall, no need to make the call to the people here. So directly, you can show your interest through online also. Through online in the sense how? By using that company's website. By using the Dell company's website, you will be having Dell.com. Go to that company website. From there also, we can able to show our interest. The possibility is available. Okay. Now, for example, come to a general scenario. Assume that I would like to open an ICICI bank account. Okay, I would like to open an ICICI bank account. But I'm staying outskirts of Hyderabad. But nearby my place, I don't have any ICICI bank branch. The two, completely I'm busy with my business work. I'm running a small business over there. So I'm busy with my business work. So I'm not getting any time to visit that bank branch by spending some time and to open a new bank account. So in this case, but I'm very much interested to utilize ICICI bank services. But I'm not getting the time to visit the bank branch in order to open a new bank account. It is very far location from my place. So I need to travel for 1.5 hours. I need to go to the bank branch and I have to stay in the queue for 1 hour of time. And then I need to come back to my home. It is again 1.5 hour journey for me. It's almost, okay, like as a half of the day I need to spend, okay, to open a bank account. But I don't have that much of time. I'm busy with my business work. Then what we can do? How can I show my interest here to open a new bank account from ICICI Bank? Online. How can we apply? So in this case, just you can go to that company's website. When you go to the ICICIbank.com, they're having that organization website is available over here. ICICIbank.com website is available. No, I'm an individual customer over here. So for the individual customer, they're offering the various services. Now for the personal, that means here for the personal usage, for the individual people, they're offering so many facilities here. What they're offering some products also. These are the various products they're offering here. Now they're offering some payment related features also. They're offering some ways to bank. They're offering some contact details also over here regarding the ATM center, regarding the branch location, all these things, customer center, everything here. Now, along with that, if you want to apply for any of that service through online, they have given an option called as apply online. That means no need to visit my bank branch, no need to come to this location. Just you can sit in your home, okay, use any of the device, access our bank application through internet, and then show your interest through online. So not just you can go to that apply online option from my company's website. So what you want to do, apply online, I want to apply for a savings account. So now you will be having the account related services are available. I want to apply a savings account. Click on savings account. Once you click on savings account, it is going to be giving that confirmation. Have you already applied or this is the first time you are going to apply right now? I haven't applied as of now. This is the first time I am going to be applying. So that just you can go to that apply now. Click on apply now button. Now it is going to be asking you to provide your details here. Now initially it is asking for you to specify your Aadhaar card number. Specify the Aadhaar card number here. Select the checkbox. As soon as once you click on that proceed button, then it is going to be opening a form to you. In that form, you have to enter your details. Like as your first name, last name, email ID, contact number, what type of account that you want to utilize, what is your address information, and your, like as your PAN card number information, the whole details we need to enter over here. After entering all the details inside that form, once you click on this submit button, automatically these details will be sending to the ICICI Bank application. ICICI Bank application will receive all these details. With these details, it will be creating a new lead record inside that lead table over here. Once the lead record has been getting created, now this lead record will be getting assigning to a particular queue. Nothing but the sales members are available here. So now it will be assigning to the respective queue by using that assignment rule. That means assignment rule will fire automatically here, and then it is going to be assigning the record to the respective queue. Now that queue will be having so many, the sales people are available. Those people will contact you shortly, and they will come to your place. They will make the necessary signatures on the documentations, and they will create an open account for you over here. That means what? No need to visit the bank branch manually in order to open a new bank account. Just you can show your interest through online. The bank people will come to your place over here. So we can able to make this process entire automated here. In this case, what needs to be done? Just by submitting my details through online also, I can able to show my interest. We can capture the lead records through online. Because the people may be staying in some small villages. But in that village, we don't have any bank branch. So at that time here, I want to capture those customers also. Okay, I want to capture those customers also. For that one here, I would like to expand my facilities to that every place. For that one, we are going to providing that online facilities also. So in this case here, through online also, we are able to capture some lead records information. That means the people no need to visit my bank branch. The people no need to visit my campaign to show his interest. So suppose if he is interested to utilize one of his service, just he can show the interest through online itself over here. In this case, by using that company website also, we can able to capture the lead records, which are called as online leads. Okay, which are called as online leads. Now, in this case, if you want to configure this kind of facility, if you want to configure, you want to capture the lead record through online, then we have to use a feature called as Web2 lead feature. By using Web2 lead feature, we can able to capture the lead records information through my company website also. Web means website. By using the company website also, we can able to capture the lead record through online. The person may be from any place in the world. He may be from US also. He may be from UK, Germany, Japan, wherever. So not just he can access my application because my website is an anonymous access application. That means everybody can access that application from any place in the world, so that the people just they can access my application and they can go to that apply online option. They can show the interest also, so that the record will be storing inside my database. One of a salesperson will contact you shortly here. Okay. So now if you are from US also, we can deliver that product to your place over here. But for the delivery, whatever the item is, whatever the cost is available, we are charging the delivery cost also. Delivery charges we are charging additionally over here. Okay. Now, so in this case, nowadays, everything we are going to be applying through online only. Like every day, the people are going to be raising some orders for the food. Okay, during that breakfast, during that lunch, during the dinner. Okay, so that here, the people are going to be raising the order through by using the various mobile apps, the various channels. So they are going to be collecting that order and they are going to be delivering the order to that particular place over here, but charging some additional charges also. Delivery charges they are charging additionally here. We are purchasing so many products through online, from Flipkart, from Amazon. We are having so many e-commerce websites are available. Through those websites, we can able to buy the products whatever you online. We can able to apply for a credit card through online. We can apply for a loan also through online. Everything we are going to be utilizing online facilities. Like the similar way here, the people can able to show their interest through online also, so that inside my Salesforce application also, I want this kind of online facility. For that one, Salesforce has given this kind of online facility with the help of Web2 lead, so that the people can able to just to show their interest by sitting from any place in the world. Automatically, that record will be creating into my Salesforce instance by default here inside my lead object. So in this case, in order to capture the lead records through the company website, we are using that Web2 lead feature. By using this Web2 lead feature, we can capture the lead records through the company's website. That means in my company website, I would like to place a small form. In that form, the user has to enter some details. After entering the details, when you click on submit button, with those details, a new lead record will be creating inside my object. Okay. But as of now, how we are creating the lead records, just you have to go to your Salesforce instance manually. So now go to that leads tab. Go to the leads tab. You will be having the leads information is available. Click on new lead button, enter the details, create the lead record here. That means manually we are creating the lead record as of now, but now I want a facility that I can able to capture the lead record through online also. Through my company website also, I would like to capture the lead records. For that one, I don't want to use a manual process. I would like to go with that automated process called as web to lead. Okay, clear? Now, in this case, by using this web to lead feature, we can able to capture the lead records through the company website. Okay, through the company website, we can able to capture that lead records. Now, in this case, what will happen over here? Now, let me explain. Assume that here, I'm having my company website is available. So now this is my company website. So this is my company website. Sumdell.com. Inside this application, I would like to, inside my company website, I'm having so many options are available. Like as about us, and then services, apply online, and then contact us. Contact us. So these are the various options are available over here. We are having so many options are available here. So these are the various options are available as part of my organization website. So in this case, as soon as when the user click on this apply online, okay, when the user click on this apply online, then automatically a form has to be get opened over here. Okay, it has to open a small form. It has to open a small form. In that form, the user has to enter the details over here. In that form, the user has to enter all the details. First name, last name, and then email ID, and the contact number. All these details the user has to enter over here. The user has to enter all these details here. Now, I'm indicating that. Now the first name. And the last name. First name and the last name. And then the phone number. And the email ID. And then the address. And the gender. And the date of birth. And the age. I'm entering so many details over here. And then I'm going to placing the two buttons inside this. So the first one is the save button. Second one is the cancel button. Okay, cancel button. Two buttons are available here. So now the users are accessing my company website, and through this company website, they will access that apply online facility. After entering some details inside this form, as soon as once you click on that save button here, automatically these details are going to be sending to the Salesforce server. So here I'm having my Salesforce server is available. Okay, I'm having that Salesforce server. I'm having that Salesforce server. So now what the Salesforce server will do is, Salesforce server is going to be receiving the request. Okay, Salesforce server will receive the request which has been sent by that user interface on the company website. So now once the server is receiving this request, now the server will verify here what the user is going to do. User has submitted the details in order to show his interest through online. So that based on the details which has been received by the Salesforce server, it is going to be connecting to the respective database here. So we are having a database for Salesforce, which is called as a database.com. So we are having that Salesforce database that is called as database.com. Inside this database, we are having so many objects are available, but it is going to be interacting with only one object that is called as a lead object here. It will interact with that lead object. It will be holding the lead ID, first name, and the last name, and the email ID and the phone number. So now here I'm having that lead object inside this. I'm having the lead object. Inside this lead object, I'm having so many columns are available. Like the ID column, and the first name column, and the last name column, email, and the phone. These are the columns are available. As soon as when the user is submitting the details by using that form, then Salesforce server is going to be receiving the details. With these details, it is going to be creating a new lead record inside that lead table over here. Okay, a new lead record will be creating inside that lead table automatically over here. Okay, it will create a new lead record here. Once a lead record has been getting created, remaining process you know that here. Once a record has been getting created, automatically assignment rule will fire. It is going to be verifying the record details. If the record is meeting the specified conditions, the record is going to be assigning to the respective queue. Once a record has been assigned to the queue, then all the queue members will be receiving the email notification, and one of that service person will collect that lead record. They will accept that lead record, and from there they will start working on that lead over here. So that means what? Not only creating the lead records manually by using that Salesforce instance, we can able to create the lead record by using our company websites also, which are called as Web to Lead feature here. Okay, clear? So now for that reason here we are going to be using this Web to Lead feature. Now, in this case here, okay, now here in this case, when coming to the Web to Lead feature, how can we configure this one here? Okay, how can we configure? First of all, we have to enable the Web to Lead feature for your organization. Okay, first of all, we have to enable the Web to Lead feature for your organization. Like for example, come to a scenario. For example, my business is very, very small. It's a small organization. We are offering some services, some products to our customers. But we don't have this kind of online facility. If the customer wants to buy any item, he has to visit my organization manually. There is no other alternative option. No online facility. He can't show the interest through organization website here. Okay? We don't have any apply online facilities over here. So now here in this case, what we can do at that time here, okay, at that time, we have to make sure for your organization, Web to Lead feature has been enabled or not. We need to verify that. In order to capture the lead record through the company's website, first of all, we have to enable the Web to Lead feature over here. Okay, as a step one, Web to Lead feature we have to enable. If you did not enable that feature, then your Salesforce server will not create the lead records inside your object through the company website. Salesforce won't create that. Okay, we have to indicate to the Salesforce server that we are using an organization. Now for our organization, so many people are showing interest by using our company website also. So now please collect the request from that users and create the lead records inside my table over here. So we have to inform to that Salesforce server here. We have to indicate that. For that one, we have to enable that Web to Lead feature. Okay, now in this case here, in order to capture that Web to Lead feature as a step one, enable the Web to Lead feature for your organization. Enable the Web to Lead feature for your organization. First of all, we have to enable. Okay, we have to enable the Web to Lead feature for our organization first. Enable the Web to Lead feature for our organization first. Then only your Salesforce server will be converting the request details into that lead record by default here. Okay, then only we can capture the lead record through online. Or else, okay, you can't create the lead record through online. Okay, now in this case here, how can we enable this web to lead feature here? In order to enable this web to lead feature, we have to go with this navigation. Go to the setup menu. Go to the build menu in the left panel. Click on customize. Go to that leads. Click on web to lead link. And then go to that web to lead settings section. Click on edit button. Select the checkbox. Enable web to lead. And then click on save button. Click on save button. And the note point here. By default, for each organization, Salesforce has enabled the web to lead feature. By default, for each organization, Salesforce has enabled the web to lead feature. For every organization, web to lead feature has been enabled by default here. Generally, we no need to enable manually. That has been enabled by default here. Suppose if you don't want to capture the lead record through online, just you have to go to this navigation, disable that facility here. From there onwards, if the user is submitting the details through your company website, then Salesforce server won't convert that request into that lead record here. Simply, it will ignore that request itself. So this is the step one. So first of all, we have to enable the web to lead feature. That means here, my Salesforce server is web to lead enabled. That means my Salesforce server, my organization is having the capability that it can able to capture the lead record through online. Okay. Now, next, as a step two, the second step, what needs to be done over here? So in this case, for example, my Salesforce.com organization is capable to accept the lead records here. In this case, in order to submit the details, we should have this form right. In my company website, we have to place this form right. Then only the user will access that form. He will enter some details. He will submit the details. With these details, we can create a lead record. So that we need this form over here. So now this form is called as web to lead form. Okay, this is called as web to lead form. We have to design this form over here. Okay, we have to design this form by using that HTML programming. By using HTML programming, we need to design this form over here, where the user can access the form, he will enter some details, and can be able to submit the details. Now, in this case, you can raise a question, sir, do we need to learn this HTML programming now? No, not required. That HTML code also will be generating by Salesforce itself for you here. Okay, Salesforce will provide that HTML code also for you. No need to learn that HTML programming. No need to write that code manually by your own, by using HTML tags. Now in this case here, as a step two, we need to generate this HTML form. We have to design this HTML form so that I can place this form inside my company website. From there, the users or the customers can able to access the form and they can able to submit the details also to create the new lead record regarding our product, new product or the new service, whatever we are offering. So now here in this case here, as a step two, we need to design the web to lead form here. Design the web to lead form. Okay, design the web to lead form to be get placed inside the company website. Inside the company website to be accessible by the users to show their interest. So design the Web2 lead form to be get placed inside the company website to be accessible by the users to show their interest. In order to show their interest, those people has to access my company website. In that company website, they should be able to access a form. In that form, they would like to submit all the details here. Okay. In this case, how can we generate this HTML form? How to generate this Web2 lead form over here? Now, in this case, go to the Web2 lead settings section. Click on Web2 lead form, generate Web2 lead form. Click on generate Web2 lead form button. Select the required fields. Select the required fields from the pick list multi-select to be get represented in the HTML form. In the HTML form. Select the required fields from the pick list multi-select to be get represented in the HTML form. To be get represented in the HTML form. Now, arrange the fields in the required order by using up or down navigation buttons. Arrange the fields in the required order by using up or down navigation buttons. And enter the return URL to be used to redirect the user after submitting the details. Okay. Enter the return URL to be used to redirect the user after submitting the details. Once the user click on save button or submit button, once the details have been submitted to the Salesforce server, to which page you would like to redirect the user. We can specify that part of that web application or the web page in the form of return URL. Unselect the checkbox. Okay. Unselect the checkbox. CAPTCHA. Okay. Disable the CAPTCHA option over here. And then click on generate button. So automatically it is going to be generating the HTML code. As soon as once you click on the generate button, based on the fields which are selected, based on the order which are selected, Salesforce is generating that HTML code for you. Okay. Now the observation. It will generate the HTML code based on the fields selected. Based on the fields selected, we are going to be generating the HTML code over here. Okay. And then step 3. Place the HTML form inside the company's website. by contacting the organization web designer. By contacting the organization web designer. In this case, what needs to be done? Get the HTML generated code. Open the new notepad document. Write the HTML tags as below. We can specify the HTML by HTML. We can write that body tag. We can write that by body tag. In between that, paste the code here. Paste the HTML generated code. Whatever the HTML code has been generated by Salesforce, paste that code here. Next. Save the file with the extension .html or .htm. Okay. Save the file with the extension .html or .htm. Next, as a step 4, test the web to lead form. Okay, test the web to lead form. Open the HTML form from the browser. Enter the details in the fields. Click on submit button. Then the observation should be, it will create a new lead record in the object. It will create a new lead record inside this object. So these are the 4 steps we have to follow in order to configure the web to lead feature in Salesforce. Practical part now. How can we configure this web to lead feature? We'll see the step-by-step approach. First of all, as a step 1, in order to capture the lead record through online, first of all, we have to make sure our Salesforce.com organization should be enabled to capture the lead records through online. That means my Salesforce.com organization should be capable. Okay, it is capable to receive the record through the online itself. So in this case, we have to enable the web to lead feature manually first. But by default, for every Salesforce account, Salesforce is going to be enabling this web to lead feature by default. Then where is this feature? Now let's see practically. Just go to the build menu in the left panel. Click on customize. Go to the leads. Here we have an option called as web to lead option. Click on this web to lead link. Now it is indicating some basic information over here. Like by using the pre-existing pages on your company's websites, you can capture the contact details and the profile information from users and automatically generate the new lead records inside your Salesforce.com so that we can interact with the people in the real time. So that here they have given this information over here. We can have our own company website. In this company website, we can able to design a small form. In this form, the user will enter the details over here. Once the user click on submit button, with those details, Salesforce server is creating a new lead record inside my lead table, inside my organization over here. So that in order to capture the lead record through online, first of all, we have to enable the web to lead feature here. Now, in this case, there is a checkbox called as web to lead enabled checkbox is available. Okay, web to lead checkbox is enabled, which we need to select. In order to make sure that your Salesforce account should be able to receive the lead records through online, first of all, we have to make sure that Web2 lead enabled checkbox has to be get selected. So go to the Web2 lead settings section and then select the checkbox. By default, it has been selected. Suppose in future, if you don't want to receive the lead record, then just click on edit button. Edit button. You will be having this checkbox is available here. And select this checkbox over here. If I'm unselecting this checkbox, once you click on save, from there onwards, even though the user is submitting the data through my company website, Salesforce server won't create the lead records inside my object here. Okay. Salesforce server won't create any lead records inside my object. Simply it is going to be discarding your request. When the user click on submit button, it will be simply discard your request. It won't give the message back to that user. So boss, we are unable to create the lead record. It won't give any message. Simply request will be getting discarded. The user doesn't know what happened internally. Record has been created or not. The user doesn't know over there. So for that reason here, if you want to enable that Web2 lead feature, first of all, you have to select this checkbox here. Now select the checkbox. Now make it save. So now the Web2 lead feature is enabled right now. So I can able to submit the detail through my company website so that we can create the new lead records inside my object here. Now, so in order to create the lead records, the user has to enter some details where in my company website. To enter the details, we need to create a small form. So that is called as a HTML form over here. We need to design this form first. In order to design this form, we are going to be using a button called as create Web2 lead form here, or generate Web2 lead form button. Click on this create Web2 lead form button as a step 2. Okay, as a step 2, we are generating that Web2 lead form over here. Okay, now click on this create Web2 lead form. Now it is providing. Okay, now it is providing the pick list multi-selector field over here, which is populating all the fields available inside my lead object. In my lead object, whatever the fields are available, all the field names are getting visible over here. Okay, all the field names are getting visible over here. So now here in this case, now inside your HTML form, what fields you want to make it visible over here? First name, last name, company, like that, what fields you want to make it visible. So now select that fields over here. I would like to select the fields by using add or remove button. I don't want all these fields here. I would like to select some different fields. Now, I want to display the first name field, last name field, and then I want to show the company name field, and then lead status. Now, status field is available ready-madely here. Now, and then I would like to specify the title of the lead, and then email ID of the lead person, and the phone number of the lead person, and the mobile and the fax, rating value of the lead person, industry of the lead person, and the annual revenue, and the lead source, and then the street information, and the city, and the state, and the postal code or zip code, and the country, and then website information also I would like to capture over here. So these are the various details I would like to capture from the lead person. Along with that, which product he is interested here, I would like to indicate that product interested also. These are the various fields I would like to make it visible inside my user interface. Inside my HTML form, these are the fields I would like to make it visible over here. Select the fields and then arrange the fields in the required order by using this up and down navigation buttons. So once the fields have been getting selected, then after entering the details inside these fields, upon click on save button, the details will be sending to that Salesforce server, and after that, where the user has to be get redirected. Generally, whenever I'm submitting the details, it will be giving a small information to me, like as it will be giving a small form, thank you web form, like a thank you, thanks for showing your interest, like that. It is giving some form here, so that you can specify the written URL format over here. I would like to indicate a website name, like as some google.co.in. That means once the details have been getting submitted to that Salesforce server, I want to redirect the user to that Google website over here. I don't want that CAPTCHA information, so that I'm disabling that CAPTCHA over here. Okay. So these are the various of fields we need to select. That means what fields are required to create the lead record. We are going to selecting the fields based on these fields which are selected, based on the order which are selected, automatically HTML code will be getting generated by Salesforce. Now click on generate button. As soon as once you click on this generate button, now based on that field, Salesforce is generating that HTML code for you here. Okay, Salesforce is generating that HTML code over here. The HTML code has been generated by Salesforce. So no need to prepare that code manually by your own. That code also will be generating by Salesforce over here. Just you can copy that code here. Okay, copy the code which has been generated by Salesforce over here. Now we can able to create your own HTML form. So now as a step 3, we are going to be generating that HTML form over here. Okay, now. So I'm going to be opening a new document over here, a normal notepad. I'm using that HTML tag because every HTML document should be starts with that HTML tag here. And then I'm using that body tag. In between that body tag, paste the content whatever you have copied. Whatever the HTML code I have copied, I'm pasting in between that body tag here because in the body of that entire HTML document, I want to show this user interface. So once this whole information has been getting pasted over here, just you can able to save this file with the extension .html or .htm. Now I'm saving this file here. Save the file, okay, with the extension. So now here I'm indicating that here. Okay, now I'm indicating that. I'm saving the file with the name web2lead form. Okay, web2lead form.html. We can able to save the file with the extension .html or .htm, any one of the extension. Now click on save button. Inside my folder, I can able to see that information. Now the web2lead form has been getting generated here, which can be openable only in the browser itself. Okay, the HTML format of code can be executable inside the browser itself. So that here it is indicating the browser symbol to you, so that you can able to open in any of the browser whatever you want. If you want to open this inside the Firefox browser, just you can able to right click on this one. Open with, I would like to open inside that Firefox browser, or else it may be open inside that Opera browser also, whatever you want. Click on this Firefox. I would like to open this HTML form inside that the Firefox browser. The form has been opened right now. So now this is the form has been generated by the Firefox browser. Whatever the HTML code has been generated by Salesforce, so with that HTML code, it is going to be generating this user interface over here, where you will be having so many text boxes to enter the details here. Whatever the options are available for the rating, for the industry, all the options will be getting available as it is over here. Okay, all the options are available as it is. So now in this case, you can raise a question, sir, this user interface is not looking like good. Okay, it is looking like as, okay, simply like as a normal HTML kind of content. It's not looking like attractive. In this case, whatever the HTML code has been getting generated, this HTML code we are going to be sharing to the company's website people. Because when you go to my organization, I'm having the company website is available. Who is maintaining that website over here? Are we maintaining that company website? No. For that, to maintain that website, there is a separate web designing team is available. In every company, they're having their own website. That website information is going to be keep on updating. Like whenever they have started a new development center, they're updating the information inside that. Whenever the company is introducing some more additional services, they're updating that information. Whenever the company got a new project from a different client, they're updating this information. Because we got a new project of some 10 crore rupees budget from the so-and-so client. Like that, they're going to be promoting that. They're updating that information. Whenever the company is announcing the financial results, they're updating that information inside the website. Whenever the company is having some new openings, they're updating that information inside the careers column. Then who is updating this whole information inside the website? For that one, there is a separate web designing team is available in every company. Those people are going to keep on updating the company website over here. Okay. So in this case here, those people are having the rights to place this information inside that company's website. So that here we need to take the help of those people. As a Salesforce developer, we don't have the rights to touch the company website information. For that reason, whatever the HTML code generated by Salesforce, we have to share this HTML code file to that company website designer people and then ask them, so now this is the HTML form which we need to place, okay, inside the apply online option. So go to our company website, we are having an option called as apply online. So when the user click on apply online, then make this apply user interface has to be get open. And then before adding this user interface, make sure this user interface should be looking like attractive by adding the required colors. So that here, please do some makeup for this user interface. Please do some makeup for this particular user interface. Make it as attractive by adding some pictures, background colors, styles, fonts. Okay, do so many arrangements, do so many alignments, and then make this user interface look like attractive, and then place this website user interface inside my company website. When the user click on that apply online, so now this option has to be get opened over here. So those people will collect this HTML code, and those people are going to be making this user interface attractive, and they are going to be placing this user interface inside the company website here. Okay, from there, my customers, my partners, end users, anonymous people, everybody can access my company website from any place in the world. They will click on apply online, they will submit the details, and automatically a new lead record will be getting created inside my lead object over here. Okay, this is the process we have to follow in this case. Okay, clear? Now, so now here in this case here, let me submit the details here, let me enter the details here. Now I'm creating a new record. I'm creating a new record with the name some Abhinav Tripathi. Okay, Abhinav Tripathi. The first name is Abhinav, last name is Tripathi. Company is, I'm indicating that company name as some MNC. Title, he is a test engineer. Email, some Abhi @ some gmail.com. Contact number, I have entered some value. Mobile number, some value. Fax number, some value. Rating, some heart. Industry is some technology. Some technology. Annual revenue, some 24 lakhs. Lead source, some web. Street information I'm indicating here. So now the flat number 451. So now some Sai apartments, some SR Nagar, and some Hyderabad. And then city, I'm indicating like some Hyderabad, state, some Telangana, zip code 500,038, country, some India. He is having a website over here with the name some Abhinav. Abhinav.com. Product interested is, he is interested in the GC1000 series product over here. Now click on submit query. Before click on the submit query, first of all, let me verify how many lead records are there inside my lead object here. So let me go to that lead object here. So let me verify how many lead records are available. How many lead records are there as of now? 15 lead records are available over here. Okay, now. So now with the last name, okay, Tripathi, okay, T, how many lead records are available? We don't have any lead records as of now. So now let me go to that, the HTML form, click on submit query. Once you click on the submit query, automatically lead record details will be sending to the Salesforce server. It will create a new lead record. It will be redirecting the user to that Google website over here. Let's go to your Salesforce instance. Refresh the user interface. Now we are able to see the record which you have created. That means here I haven't used any Salesforce instance. I haven't used that, the lead button, and then I haven't used that new button over here. Just I'm using my company's website over here. In that website, I'm having apply online option. Once I click on that, the new button form has been opened. I've entered some details. I'll click on submit button. With those details, a new lead record has been created successfully. These are the details we have entered, like as Abhinav Tripathi. Now company MNC, title, lead source, industry, annual revenue, address information, product interested, phone number, contact details, everything. With all these details, it is going to be creating that lead record over here by default. Okay. So now this is how we are going to be capturing the lead records through online. Okay. Through online, we can able to capture the lead records with the help of the company website itself. So now whatever the HTML form has been generated by Salesforce, this HTML form we are placing inside the company's website, inside that apply online option. That's it. Okay, clear now. So now here in this case here, okay, for example, in this case. So now once the lead record has been getting created, then to whom this lead record will be getting assigned? To whom this lead record will be getting assigned? Will the assignment rule will fire or not? Now, for example, let me create an assignment rule here. So now this is the requirement that I have given to you in the last session. Whenever you are creating the lead record, if the city value is equals to Hyderabad, it has to assign to the Hyderabad sales queue. If the cities belongs to Bangalore, Bangalore sales queue. Mumbai lead records to Mumbai sales queue. And then other lead records to be get assigned to the premium sales queue. Let me create this assignment rule, observe what will happen in this case. It's a common question in every interview. Now, let me configure the assignment rule over here. How to create the assignment rules, you know that concept. Click on Customize, Leads, Lead Assignment Rules. I'm creating a new lead assignment rule over here. CIS Automate Lead Assignment Rules. I'm creating the lead assignment rule with the name CIS Automate Lead Assignment Rule. Click on Save. My lead assignment rule has been configured. Now I would like to configure the assignment rule by adding the required rule entries and by selecting the people to whom that lead record has to be get transferred. Before transferring that lead record, I need that respective queues. So that I'm creating the queues here. I need the required queues, okay, which can be able to accessible the lead records. Click on New button to create a new queue. I'm indicating that Hyderabad sales queue. I'm indicating my email ID as a queue email ID. And then I would like to select that lead object record. That means here only the lead records can be held inside this queue over here. Okay, only the lead records can be accommodatable inside this queue. Now, in this case, for this particular queue, I am going to be adding that only the lead object records can be acceptable inside this queue, and then I am adding the development user as a queue member over here. This is the first queue we have configured. Next, the second queue, I am creating one more queue here. Bangalore sales queue. I am giving my email ID as the queue email ID. I am going to be indicating only the lead object records can be acceptable inside that queue, and then development user will be the member over here. Okay. So now as of now, these are the two queues I am creating. Now let me go back to the assignment rule here. I am opening this assignment rule. Now I am adding these two conditions here. Rule entries. Click on that new button. I am giving that sort order as 1. And then I would like to specify if the lead record city value is equals to some Hyderabad. If the lead record city value is equals to Hyderabad, then I want to assign this lead record to a queue called as Hyderabad sales queue. Okay, I'm selecting Hyderabad sales queue. Only those queues which are going to be supporting the lead object record, those queues will be getting populated here. Hyderabad sales queue. Now click on save. One entry we have added here. Second rule entry. Now the second condition. If the lead record city value is equals to some Bangalore, then I want to assign that record to that Bangalore sales queue. Okay, Bangalore sales queue. So now my lead assignment rule is ready. Okay, now my lead assignment rule is ready. Generally, when this lead assignment rule will be getting applied upon creating the lead record, okay, upon creating the lead record, after entering all the details, once you select this checkbox assign using active assignment rules, then only lead record will be getting created and the assignment rules will be applying on your lead record here. If this checkbox is not selected, then assignment rules will not apply. Okay? Now let's come to the situation over here. I'm having this form. Do we have that such kind of checkboxes over here? No. Now, I'm creating a new record here. Okay, I'm creating a new record. I'm giving that first name as Chandra, last name Samsekhar. Okay, Chandrasekhar. So now the company name I'm giving like as some Cognizant. Okay, Cognizant. Title I'm indicating as a test lead. Email ID some chandra@gmail.com. Phone number I'm giving some value. And then fax number I'm giving some value. And then I'm indicating that lead source. I'm indicating as web. And then information I'm indicating like as, so now flat number 456. I'm indicating some Satya Sai apartments. Yasar Nagar, some Hyderabad. City is some Hyderabad. State and the zip code, country, and the website I'm indicating like as some gmail.com. And then I'm indicating the product interested as GC5000 series. So now these are the details I have entered over here. Now, let's go to this one. How many lead records are available as of now? Let me verify. As of now, we are having totally 16 lead records are available inside my object over here. Now I am submitting one more lead record information. Now click on submit query. Once you click on submit query, the details has been submitted to that Salesforce server. Server is going to be receiving these details. Based on the details, it is creating the new lead record inside my lead table here. Now, let's see. Refresh that user interface. How many records are there now? 17 records are available. So now the last name is starting with Sekhar, nothing but yes. Now click on yes, you will be having Chandrasekhar record is available. So now the record has been created with all the details here. Now tell me who is the owner of the lead record? Hyderabad sales queue. Why? Lead record is having the city value as Hyderabad. Now tell me, have I selected the checkbox over here? As in using active assignment rules? No. But even though assignment rule has been filed, this is the difference. If you are creating the lead record through the Salesforce instance, okay, if you are creating the lead record through the Salesforce instance, then assignment rule will not fire automatically here. Upon creating the record, we have to select the checkbox, assign using active assignment rules. Then only once the lead record has been getting created successfully, on that lead record, it is going to be applying the assignment rules. Assignment rule will verify the condition. If the lead record city value equals to Hyderabad, it is going to be transferring the record to that Hyderabad sales queue. Or else it won't assign. But now, whenever I'm creating the lead record through that company website, that means web to lead feature, automatically assignment rules has been filed. Okay, this is a common question in every interview. Whenever I'm creating the lead record through the company website, like as web to lead, will the assignment rules will get filed or not? Yes, it will file. If I'm creating the lead record through the normal Salesforce user interface, it won't find the assignment rule. We have to select the checkbox manually. Upon creating also, upon updating also over here, we have to select this checkbox. For example, let me show you practically now. So now here this is indicating that. Now tell me, assignment rule will be firing when? After creation and after updation also here. Suppose here I'm updating this lead record city value from instead of some Hyderabad, I'm indicating like some Bangalore. Now I haven't selected this checkbox over here. Once you click on save button, then who will be the owner now? Hyderabad sales key only. It won't change the owner here. Once you click on save button, so it won't fight that assignment rule over here. Still, even though the lead is from Bangalore, still the lead record is associated with that Hyderabad sales key. Okay. Now I'm assigning this one. I'm modifying this record value now. So now here again I'm indicating that the state as some Karnataka. Okay. Now city is some Bangalore. Now I'm selecting the checkbox as assign using active assignment tools. Now once you click on save button, it will verify that it is going to be transferring the record to the respective the city's queue over here. We have to select that checkbox here, but whenever I'm creating the lead record through company website, then no need to select that checkbox here. That will be getting fired automatically by default. This is one of the common question in the entry point of view. So whenever I'm creating the lead record through the company website, like as Web to Lead feature, no need to select any checkbox to fire the assignment rules. Assignment rules will be automatically firing for the Web to Lead records by default. Okay. Assignment rules will get fired automatically for the Web to Lead record, so that whatever the lead records you are capturing through the Web to Lead feature, and those lead records, assignment rules will be getting applied automatically by default without any manual invocation, without enabling any checkbox over there. Okay, clear? Now, so this is the concept of Web to Lead. Okay, now let's come to that interview point of view questions in this case. Now, it's a very, very common requirement in every implementation. So now, I have entered some details inside this form. I click on submit query button. It is creating a new lead record inside my Salesforce instance. Then tell me how this user interface will know this is the Salesforce instance in which it has to create the lead record. Because as of now, I'm having almost 87 Salesforce accounts. Okay, I'm having 87 Salesforce accounts. For every batch, I'm creating a separate Salesforce account. Then how this user interface will know this is the Salesforce instance in which this lead record has to be get created. Why it is not creating in your Salesforce account here? Why it is not creating in my other Salesforce account here? How it is creating only in this Salesforce account inside my lead table here? How this user interface will know? Code generated here. So now in this case here, whatever the code has been generated here. Now tell me, do we have any indication over here? Like this is the organization which we have to create the lead record? Company ID in the sense Salesforce.com organization ID. Do we have any ID in this place? Where? Where? Do we have this one inside my form anywhere? Using hidden fields. Can you see that one? Now when you go to this particular HTML form generated by Salesforce, here we are having two hidden fields are available here. Okay, two hidden fields are available. In this hidden field, the first field is OID, that means organization ID. That means upon click on submit button, it is creating the lead record. In which lead record? Okay, inside my lead object here. In which organization's lead object you want to create the lead record? So we need to specify the organization ID over here. This is the ID. Whenever you are going to generating the HTML form, upon preparing the HTML form, it is collecting your organization ID also. Because upon submitting those details, it has to create the lead record inside that lead object, which will be associated with this particular organization over here. Okay, it is indicating purely, it is indicating that type equals to hidden. That's what here, this field will not be visible to you on the user interface over here. Okay, that's what here the field will not be visible to you on the user interface here. Because this field is of type a hidden field over here. Okay, now the next one. One more field is available, return URL. That means as soon as after entering some details, once you click on the submit query button, the details will be sending to the Salesforce server, and from there it is going to be redirecting the user to the google.com website over here. So that here is the return URL which we have indicated over here. Okay, clear? So now these are the two fields will be holding by my HTML form, okay, which is going to be indicating. So upon submitting the details, so this is the Salesforce instance, this is the Salesforce.com organization in which we need to create the lead record here. Okay. So now once the lead record has been getting created successfully, it has to redirect the user to this particular HTML form over to this particular written URL over here. These are the two hidden fields are maintaining by Salesforce inside that the HTML generated code. Okay, clear? Now, so now this is one question over here in the entry point of view. Next, the next one here. Come to that limitations part. Come to the limitations part here. Now, the first limitation over here. For example, assume that now, today morning, early morning at 2 o'clock, a person has accessed this company website, nothing but a person, user 1. User 1 has accessed my company website here in the early morning at 2 o'clock, and then he has clicked on apply online, he has entered some details, click on save button, automatically with these details a new lead record has been created inside my lead table over here. Okay, so how many lead records has created now? Only one lead record here. Now for the user 1, as soon as the user 1 has submitted the details here, Salesforce is creating that lead record 1. Okay, lead record 1. After a few minutes, another person from a different location, another person has accessed my company's website. Okay, so some user 2, he has entered the details, he has clicked on submit button. Automatically with his details a new lead record has been created by Salesforce over here, so that the second lead record has been created. Okay, second lead record. After a few more minutes, one more person has accessed my company website. He has entered the details, he has clicked on submit button. Lead record. Lead record 3 also has been created. Like that here, user 500. Okay, 500 to user on the same day. Okay, 500 to user has submitted the details over here. It has created the lead record 500. Okay, so now today 500 people have submitted the details. By today evening itself, early morning to evening, 500 people showed interest through my company my website over here. And then one more person showed interest, user 501. It has to create the lead record 501. But in this case, Salesforce won't allow. Okay, Salesforce won't allow. That means what here? In 24 hours time frame, Salesforce is going to be converting maximum of 500 requests as a web to lead records. Okay, in 24 hours time frame. That means per day. Okay, per day we can able to capture maximum of 500 lead records through web to lead feature here. Not more than that. That is the first limitation given by Salesforce as part of web to lead. Okay, per day. That means on 24 hours time frame, we can capture maximum of 500 lead records through web to lead feature. Now, by using your Salesforce instance, okay, you can create n number of records also in a single day, no problem here. But through online, okay, now as soon as the first person has submitted the details here, one lead record will be getting created. When the second person submitted the details, second lead record here. Third person submitted the detail, third lead record. Like that here, 500 lead records will be creating inside that Salesforce instance in 24 hours time frame through web to lead feature here. Now, today we are offering good discounts. 30% discount we are offering on our products today. Okay, because we want to clear all the old items, okay, old stock. So in this case, we are offering 30% discount over here. So many people are showing interest today here. Now, 501 the person also showing interest over here. But in this case, what will happen? What will happen in this case? So now here in this case, when coming to the Salesforce, okay, whenever, if the daily limit is over, daily limit is what? 500, okay? So daily limit is 500 here. Once your daily limit is over, then automatically Salesforce is going to be maintaining a queue. Okay, Salesforce is maintaining a queue. So Salesforce is maintaining a queue. It is called as Salesforce queue. Okay. Now this queue capacity is 50,000. This queue capacity is 50,000 here. Now in this case, inside this 50,000, it can able to store both Web2 lead records and Web2 case. Okay, both Web2 lead records and Web2 case records can be held inside this here. So now this queue will be having the capacity of 50,000 here. Which can able to hold both lead records as well as case records which has been generated through the company website. Maximum of 50,000, not more than that. Now today 501 the person showed interest here. Okay, 501 the person showed interest. As soon as whenever the 501 the person showed interest to that Salesforce server, now Salesforce server won't create the lead record inside that. It is moving the record into that queue. Okay, it will be moving the record into the queue here. So whenever the 501 the person showed interest, then automatically that entry is going to be moving into the queue over here. Okay, now the 501 the person showed interest over here. Okay, whenever the 501 the person showed interest, that entry will be storing inside that queue automatically by default here. Salesforce is maintaining that queue because your daily limit is already over. Okay, now next one, 502 person showed interest over here, so that it is going to be creating one more entry inside this. Now whenever the 502, one more person showed interest over here, the 502 user number 502, he is also showing interest over here, so that this record is also will be storing inside that queue over here. Like that here, 50,000 people showed interest over here. User 50,500. Okay, that means what? 5012 50,500. That means what? How many? How many? 50,500 minus 500. 50,000. Okay. Now, in this case, the first 500s are already stored inside that lead object directly. And from there 501 onwards, it is storing inside the queue over here. Now, in this case, it is going to storing that here. So now the 50,500. Okay. Now, it is keep on storing that information. It is keep on storing that information over here. Now 50,501. Okay, 50,500. Okay, now this person showed interest over here. Now the record has been stored inside this. Now tell me, with this one, how many records are there inside my queue now? 5012 50,500. Totally how many records? 50,000 records. That means my queue is also full, right? Yes, my queue capacity is also over. Now user 50,501. This person showed interest. What will happen in this case here? My daily limit is over, queue is also full. Then what it will do? So now here in this case here, as soon as the 50,501 user showed interest, in this case here, Salesforce is simply going to be discarding that request here. Okay, simply it will discard the request and then it will be sending an email notification. Send an email alert. to the administrator person here. So whatever the Salesforce.com organization administrator is available, to that administrator it is going to sending that email notification. Boss, so as an organization you are utilizing that the Web2 lead feature, you are having daily limit as 500, queue capacity as 50,000, your daily limit is already over, and then queue limit is also full, but now still some more people are showing interest over here, so that we can't accommodate over here. Your daily limit is already over, so we can't accept some more records. Queue is already full. Your daily limit 500 is also over, so that we can't accept some more, so that we are discarding that request over here, so that it is indicating to that Salesforce administrator. Next, the user 50,502. One more person showed interest over here. In this case here also, it will discard the request, it will send the email alert to the admin person. And then user 50,503. It will discard the request. It will send the email alert to the administrator. Okay. It will send the email alert to that administrator over here. And then the user 50,504. For this one also it will be discarding the request. It will be sending that email notification to administrator. And the user 50,505. In this case, discard that request, it will be sending that email alert here. User 50,506. Simply, it will discard that request over here. It won't send any email notification from there onwards. That means what here? If your daily limit is full, then whatever the additional request has been raised by the people, that means 501 onwards, the additional requests are going to be storing inside the queue till 50,000. Okay. Now the queue will be having the capability to store 50,000 records inside that, which will be the combination of both lead and the case records. It may be all our lead records, it may be all our case, it may be the combination of both also, maximum of 50,000, not more than that. So in this case, the first 500 records has been stored inside your lead object directly, and the 501 onwards, okay, till the 50,000. That means here 501 to 50500. That means up to 50,500 here. Okay, till these records has been stored inside the queue. From there onwards, whatever the additional request has been raised by the Salesforce people, now those additional requests are going to be discarding by the Salesforce over here. At that time, for the first 5 rejected submissions, okay, for the first 5 rejected submissions, it is going to be simply discarding the request. It will send the email notification to that administrator. So now your daily limit is full and the queue is also full. Still, so the records are overflowing over here. Okay, the records are overflow. Now still the people are keep on sending the request over here. Might be you are offering 1+1 offer today. So that so many people are showing interest today here. But you don't have the limitations over here. Daily limit is over, queue is already full, but still we are receiving so many requests. So that I'm discarding that and then I'm sending that email notification to you. So please take some action on this here. Okay, please take some action on this. In this case here, okay, now for the first 5 rejected submissions, Salesforce is going to be sending that email notification to the administrator. So regarding that, the overflow. And from there onwards, okay, once the first 5 rejected submissions are over, from there onwards, simply it will be discarding the request. It won't send any email notification to the administrator. Okay, because the administrator has to be aware of why the records are not creating, why the records are not storing, because this is the reason over here. For that one, for the first 5 rejected submission, the Salesforce administrator will be receiving the email notification over here. Okay, clear? Now, so now here in this case here, if the situation is happening daily, then what we can do? Every day we are offering so many discounts. For example, when you go to that Flipkart or Amazon, they are offering so many discounts every day. Today on some different products, tomorrow on different products, day after tomorrow on different products. Like that, keep on every day they are offering some discounts over here. In this case, every day so many people are showing interest. At that time, if the situation is happening daily, that means here, if the overflow concept is happening every day, then what we can do? Then what we can do in this case? We need to increase these limitations over here. Okay, whatever the daily limits has been given by Salesforce, I want to increase that limitation over here. What limit we can increase? We can able to increase only the daily limit over here, not the queue limit here. Queue will be the fixed limitation, that is 50,000. Even though you may be using any edition also, it may be professional, it may be essential, it may be the unlimited, it may be the enterprise also, this limitation will be fixed, which cannot be changed, which cannot be increased. The queue limitation is always fixed to 150,000. But your daily limit we can able to increase by contacting Salesforce, by paying some additional amount to the Salesforce. They have given the daily limitation as 500, but I want some 50,000 or 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakhs, 1 crore, whatever. We can able to increase the daily limitation by contacting Salesforce, by paying some additional amount to the Salesforce. We can increase the daily limit, but the queue limit we can't increase here. Queue size will be fixed to 1. Even though you may be utilizing, licensed edition of Salesforce also, free edition of Salesforce also, that queue limitation will be the fixed one. We can't increase that. There is no possibility. But for your daily limitation, we can able to increase by contacting Salesforce.com organization by paying some additional amount to Salesforce people. Okay? Clear? So these are the limitations are available when coming to that Web2 lead feature. Okay? Clear? So now we need to configure the Web2 lead feature, and then whenever I'm going to be creating the lead record through the Web2 lead feature, automatically assignment rules are getting fired by default. No need to invoke the assignment rules manually on the records captured through the Web2 lead feature. For the Web2 lead records, assignment rules are going to firing automatically by default. This one point you have to remember always, and the limitations are very, very important. Okay, the first 500 records are going to be storing inside the lead object directly, and then 501 onwards, okay, till the next 50,000 records. So that means till 50,500 records will be storing inside the queue. Once the queue is also full, then the remaining requests will be simply discarding by Salesforce. For the first 5 discarded requests, it will be sending the email notification to the administrator. From there onwards, simply it will discard, it won't send any email notification to the administrator. So in this case, if the situation is happening daily, then if you don't want to waste your resources at that time, simply we can go to that Web2 lead feature, disable the Web2 lead feature. Okay, if you don't want to capture the lead records from now onwards, okay, through the company website, for that day, if the daily limitations are over, queue is also full, then simply go to the Web2 lead settings section, disable that checkbox over here, so that from there onwards, Salesforce won't create that lead records over here. Okay, it won't send any email notification to you, so that we can reduce the burden on that Salesforce server here. Okay, so this is the concept of Web2 lead feature in Salesforce. Okay, now, like the similar way, you have to configure Web2 case. Okay, Web2 case feature here. This is the assignment option to you. Okay, so now Web2 case. So now configure the Web2 case exactly similar way, no difference. This is for the lead record, that is for the case record. That's it, nothing different. But the options are available in a different place. Okay, let me show you that options over here. Generally, to configure the Web2 lead feature, we are using the customize option. Go to that build, customize, leads, Web2 lead. But for the case object, don't go to the cases here. When you go to the cases, here you don't have that Web2 case option. Okay. So now here you can go to that an option called as self-service. Okay, self-service. Go to that self-service option. Here you will be having the Web2 case option is available. Now, when coming to the Web2 lead, you will be having both the settings available inside a single user interface. That means enabling that Web2 lead, disabling the Web2 lead is there, okay, inside that same user interface. Generating that HTML form button is also there in the same user interface. But here, those two options have been segregated to 2 separate features here. To enable that or to disable that Web2 case option, we have to use this user interface here. Okay, just you will be having that settings. Okay, only for these settings you can go with that Web2 case settings section. So now to generate that form, we have to use that one more option. Here you are having Web2 case HTML generator here. There is a separate link is available. Select that option over here and then store that information inside a HTML document. Submit the details. Automatically case record has to be get created over here. Okay, clear? Now, try this one here. So now for this Web2 case, per day, Salesforce is going to be converting maximum of 5,000 records as a case records here through Web2 case. Through Web2 case, Salesforce is going to be converting 5,000 records as a case records here. in 24 hours time frame. Additional request will be going into the queue automatically, the same concept here. Okay. Web2 lead daily limit is 500. Web2 case daily limit is 5,000. Email to case daily limit is 2,500. Okay. These are the limitations given by Salesforce. Okay. Understood the concept here? Configure that Web2 case option also. That is very, very important over here. Okay. Now, so do the practice on this one today. Tomorrow we'll see some more features over here. Okay.